So there I was. It was about a week left of basic training or so, and I was turning my weapon into one of my drill sergeants. And he was talking to me, and he asked me a question. He was like, "Have you figured it out yet? Have you figured it out?" And I was like, "Figured what out, drill sergeant?" He was like, "This is all just a game." So that story that I mentioned real quick at the beginning of this video is from the last week of basic training. What was going on during that time in that story was we were turning our weapons in at the end of basic, and we were going to our drill sergeant, and you're asking them, having them check your weapon and making sure it's clean. They're going to be checking all these things, and they always find something. Like, no matter how clean you get it, they always find something that's dirty. It doesn't matter really how much you clean, especially for my drill sergeants. It was ridiculous. There's no possible way you could have got your weapon clean enough. Nobody got their weapon clean enough. And that story that I told you guys, I went up to my drill sergeant, and it was probably like the third time that I had attempted to turn my weapon in. And he was checking it, and he was talking. He was a pretty chill drill sergeant, and he was talking to me, and he was just like, "Have you figured it out?" And I was like, figured what out, drill sergeant? And he's like, "This is all just a game, man." He was like, "It's never going to be clean enough." He's like, the drill sergeant, he's like, we're just normal people, but we're doing this. We're putting on this drill sergeant campaign hat, and then we're becoming a different person, right? And so us as soldiers, we're looking at these drill sergeants so differently, and you're going to experience that no matter what when you go to basic training. Your drill sergeants are going to be pretty intimidating. Bottom line is it's all just a scenario. Basic training is basically a game that you're going to have to navigate your way through. You will end up completing basic training, but the underlying theme that my drill sergeant was trying to get across to me is that no matter what you do, no matter how good you are, no matter if you're terrible or if you clean things super well, there's always going to be something wrong. When you're cleaning your barracks and your drill sergeants come around to inspect stuff, they will be so picky whenever it comes to certain things, right? Especially whenever it depends on your drill sergeant. My drill sergeant was like, my head drill sergeant was like an OCD drill sergeant, right? So he liked everything to be like, picture perfect, organized, like to a T, right? And no matter what you would do, like if you're lining up your boots and your boots are side by side like this, if one is just not even a centimeter off, right, then that was totally wrong. And he would say that it looks like trash, why are you guys taking basic training so lightly, like this is freaking serious. And he would smoke us and stuff because of just like the boot was offline by like less than a centimeter, and I'm not even exaggerating that, right? So no matter what you do really at basic training, a lot of times like you're going to get smoked no matter what. I give you guys a lot of advice whenever it comes to basic training, and it will help you out a lot. It honestly will help you out a lot, and it could help you guys not get those major smokings and major punishments. But the bottom line is you're gonna get smoked no matter what. When you go to turn in your weapons, like it's never going to get cleaned. Like it's really never going to get cleaned. There are gonna be some drill sergeants who might accept some weapons, some of the actually really clean ones. But my weapon, for example, was cleaned literally 24/7, like 24/7, and it was never clean enough. The reason it was being cleaned 24/7 was because I was going to be the best soldier in my platoon. And when you're the best soldier in platoon, what happens during the final like blue phase test, whenever all the higher ups come into the barracks and they ask you questions and stuff, what happens is the battalion commander will ask your platoon drill sergeant, the head drill sergeant, who the best soldier in the platoon is, and that was me. And so my drill sergeant was going to tell the battalion commander that I was the best soldier in the platoon, and therefore the battalion commander was going to come over to me and he was going to personally inspect my weapon and all that stuff. So what happened was when I was cleaning my weapon, I was cleaning it as good as possible. And then when I wasn't cleaning my weapon, I had tasked people to clean my weapon 24/7. Generally it was just my friends, they didn't really mind doing it. But my weapon was being cleaned 24/7 all the time, and it was never clean enough. It was never clean enough for like an entire week. My weapon was being cleaned like really well, like really well, probably 12 hours a day. And it was never clean enough. And talking to my drill sergeant, he's like, "This is all just a game. Like you can find dust. Like if every time you put back together a weapon, if you fired it once, you're gonna get a little carbon on it, right?" So Matt, what the heck is the purpose? Like, why are you making this video where you're titling it something along the lines of basic training is just a game? Like, why are you making this video? Well, a lot of you guys, for some crazy reason, either you haven't seen some of my past videos, maybe you're a new subscriber or something, maybe you're still stressing, but you're stressing out about basic training. You're wanting to do your best, you want to do the right thing, maybe you're thinking you're going to fail, right? But basic training is a whole nother deal than reality. It's really a game. It's something that you're going to be able to go through. You're going to go through this, you'll be run through it, your drill sergeants will help you, you're going to fail, you're going to succeed, you're going to transform into a soldier no matter what condition you started at, and you're going to make it out to the other side. You're going to be a soldier, and throughout the whole process, there's going to be games that are going to be played, right? Sometimes the drill sergeants will legit like to play games with you guys. They might try to trick you. They might play mind games with you. Like, it's going to happen. It sounds stupid. A lot of people leave comments like, you know, this military stuff is just a game, you know, why would drill sergeants get mad if your boots are offline by like a centimeter? But that's just kind of the game of basic training. You just got to go through it. You just got to get through basic training. Then you can get to the real army. You can get to AIT, then you can get to the real army, and that's going to be put behind you. So what should you guys take away from this video? Well, what I want you guys to take away from this video, for those of you, I did a poll the other day, there's a lot of you leaving within the next month when you go to basic training. And when you go to basic training, your drill sergeants are probably going to yell at you. There's going to be things that happen, and you're going to get so pissed off because of things that are going on, and just stuff is going to happen, and you're going to get smoked because of it, and you're going to get really upset, or you're going to get mad at somebody. And it's not that you shouldn't get upset because somebody did something stupid and you got smoked or whatever, but just understand when you're at basic training, it's the drill sergeant's job, like no matter how good you are, to basically smoke you, to train you, to break you down. And you don't want to take that personally. Like if a drill sergeant is messing with you, like, you know, coming at you and you feel like you're being, you know, picked on or whatever, not really picked on, but you feel like you just can't do something right, it's a drill sergeant that's trying to build you up, right? The drill sergeant might be, you know, playing these games or whatever, but they're trying to mentally strengthen you. You know, why does the boot have to be perfectly lined up? Like, why is that a big deal? Well, the reason that that is a big deal, and why certain things that may seem really small is a big deal, is because one of the things that you need to focus on in the military is attention to detail. So if a drill sergeant wants you to have everything lined up perfectly to a freaking T, they want everything to be lined up perfectly to a T. And if you don't, if you miss something, then they're gonna get onto you for not paying attention to detail. You want to pay attention to the small details, because what they're training you for is when you get into combat scenarios, if you don't pay attention to those small details, that can get people killed. So they want to, you know, instill this into you while you're at basic training. So it might be a game, but in the end, there's really a purpose for everything that the drill sergeants are doing to you when you're at basic training. And that is it for this video. These are one of those videos where I just think of something, I have something in my mind that I want to just get out there and make a video on it. So I hope you guys did enjoy it, and if you did, hit that like button, that would be awesome. If you want to stick around some more videos, hit that subscribe button, that would be even better. If you guys are not following me on social media, Instagram and Snapchat links are right here. That's it. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you later.